5, Varsity man up. It's game time. Everybody stand up for my
Justin Rodriguez here with the Varsity 845 football show. This is a big weekend in Section 9. Why? This is rivalry weekend, packed with big games that have playoff implications. Okay, here's the must-see lineup. Pine Bush at Newburgh Friday in a Class AA showdown. You have Walk-Hill at Cornwall in a Class A battle, also on Friday. And we're not done yet. Burke Catholic travels to James I. ONeil in a Class C Division I game on Friday. Finally, on Saturday, Port Jervis hosts Middletown in the tradition-rich Erie Bell game. So where do we start? How about JRod's Game of the Week, the Pine Bush Newburgh showdown? Here's the deal. Pine Bush, the defending Class AA champion, clinches a playoff spot with a win. Meanwhile, the Goldbacks would be eliminated with a loss coupled by a Monroe-Woodbury win at Kingston on Friday. Of course, Monroe-Woodbury is favored against Kingston. This isn't only a game, this is a showcase of running backs. Newburgh rolls out Aaron Forbes, Anthony DeBose, and Notori Dennis. Don't forget, quarterback Donovan Fields can run.
It's a must-win game, and it's a big game. We have to redeem ourselves from last year, from that game that we had. And it's just a really big game, looking to have a good week at practice week to get prepared for it.
Pine Bush counters with Mike Martin and Dylan Eller coming out of the backfield. Check out these numbers. Martin and Eller have combined for 1,670 yards and 20 touchdowns this year on the ground. Meanwhile, DeBose, Forbes, and Dennis have 1,593 yards and 21 touchdowns.
I mean, we always set the bar high. We want to come out. Offensive line's got to dominate in the trenches, so does defensive line. We know what we got to do. Running backs got to run people over. They got to go north and south instead of trying to run sideline to sideline. We expect big things out of our team every week, and we got to work hard in practice. And we know what it takes to get after it and make a playoff run, so we expect big things this week.
Last year, Pine Bush shocked Newburgh, putting away the Goldbacks 41-0. It was a huge confidence builder for Pine Bush on its way to its historic Class AA title run. Next up, Walk-Hill at Cornwall. These two teams have been the class of Class A for a decade. Walk-Hill ended Cornwall's 5-year run as champs in 2010. However, Cornwall has beaten Walk-Hill the last 2 years in the final.
Yeah, I mean, we lost some good kids last year. It really wasn't much of a game last year, but they'll be coming for us definitely. So we got new kids. We're just trying to do as best we can.
Last year, Cornwall did the job emphatically, beating Walk-Hill 53-0. Of course, you've heard the storyline before. Cornwall quarterback Mike White threw for a Section 9 record 500 yards. And of course, Mike White is back. Still, a Walk-Hill win would clinch the regular season Class A title for the Panthers. Cornwall can clinch with a win and a Saugerties loss to Monticello on Saturday. The Friday night lights will also be hot in Highland Falls when ONeil hosts Burke Catholic. Winner takes home the Class C Division I regular season title and clinches a berth in the playoffs. The loser is still in, but that team would likely have to play Millbrook in the Class C semifinals. Millbrook beat ONeil 28-21 last week. ONeil is the two-time defending Class C champion, and despite being hit hard by graduation, opened the season with 4 straight wins. Leading the way is the quarterback, Keegan West. Burke Catholic is led by running back Matt Prisbaki, who has 711 yards and 12 touchdowns. His counterpart in the backfield, Stefan Sander, has 452 yards and 6 scores. Burke Catholic has beaten its last 2 opponents, Onteora and Pine Plains, by a combined score of 119-0.
They're a good team. We know it's going to be a really big game. This decides a lot in our division, division champions, and it decides a lot going into sections. So we're going to prepare the best we can, and we're going to play our hearts out because we know it's a big game. We know this is the most important game of our season right now.
Burke Catholic will be playing the game with a lot of emotion. Earlier this week, former coach Dwight Smith died after a battle with cancer. He was still involved with the program. The team also lost team chaplain Father Pat McGuigan, who died earlier this week of a heart attack.
We're sad, but we got to go prove something. They're going to catch a game to watch this year, They haven't been to any games this year, and they really wanted to, so we got to go out there and do it for them.
We finish up with the Erie Bell game. Middletown defeated Port Jervis 30-0 last season to reclaim the Bell. Port Jervis had won 13-12 the previous year. Speaking of the Bell, here's Middletown's Francisco Moreno and Marvin St. Ville talking about the big game with the famous Bell itself.
It's like our own little Super Bowl game, like as we consider it for us as a team. We just want to win and go out there, try our best. Our little rival game. We just want to go out there and try our best to win the game. That's it.
And for you, Marvin, what are your expectations for Port Jervis?
Our expectations is to win. We're working hard. We're about to work hard this week. Watch a lot of film. Have this win and keep the bell here.
Middletown leads Port 70-57 with 7 ties in the all-time series, which began in 1897. In terms of games played, Middletown versus Port Jervis is one of the longest high school rivalries in the country. Here's Port's take on the game.
It's been a tradition for the past, I don't even know how many years. It's great. It's a great motivation in our community to pull out a W. It's a great feeling just to play against another good team.
Yep, it's going to be some weekend. Like me, I'm sure you can't wait. Enjoy. This is JRod signing off for Varsity 845.
This is 845, Varsity man up. It's game time, everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war. This is 845, Varsity man up. It's game time, everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war.
I said it's game time, so it's time to score. If you're not playing to win, then what you playing for? From the field to the hardwood floor, win some and lose some. Just give it your all, whether it's basket, base, or football. It's all American. It's on when the season's here again. PYP, gotta play your position. Gotta go hard, give it 110. Fans cheering in the stands, yeah, you gotta love it.
This is 845, Varsity man up. It's game time, everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war. This is 845, Varsity man up. It's game time, everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war.